Hey guys, figured we'll do a little another story time and some cards for everybody today, right? Let's see what's going on. Just doing a deck of many things here. I'll tell you though, a big message that I've got was as I was walking today and I was processing some things that have been happening around here lately, and I was just like, I started chanting in my head, I will stop hyper-explaining myself. I will stop hyper-explaining myself. I will stop hyper-explaining myself. And as I was chanting this and finally coming to this realization that it does not matter how much I explain or point out or any of these things or show, you know, all these experts say this thing and look at all these things like that's checking every box. No more. No more. I will stop hyper-explaining, right? So, we're going to go ahead and get a story time card. We will get, I like the way I did that the other day with the Oracle card. And a dark mirror. Card for everybody. Remember, smash them buttons and bells, y'all, man. We all appreciate that. Smash them buttons and bells. Like, share, subscribe, all that good jazz, right? All right, here we go. Let's get a story time from my fairy tale deck here. Let's get us a story for the day. Ooh. What do we got here? We've got clouds, the King of Clubs, and we've got the Scythe, never say it right, Jack of Pentacles, right? All right. So we'll start out with the clouds here. And a message from the cloud card. The cloud, King of Clubs, depression, confusion, and sadness. A young girl must go on a prince-finding journey in a Norwegian fairy tale. East o' the sun, west o' the moon. In this beast of a tale, the young beauty goes off to live with a polar bear. She misses her family, so the bear allows her to go home, warning that her mother will try and confuse her. He says if she lets her mother speak to her one-on-one, that their happy life will come to a terrible end. Even with the warning, she succumbs to her mother. And as he predicted, she lets the mother's words confuse her. Her actions bring her bad luck and to her and the bear prince. Eventually, there is a happy ending, but this is a tale of sadness that can transpire when confusion clouds your mind. This card highlights things that can go wrong where the clouds show up. Gloomy thoughts shroud the situation. You should pay attention to the two sides of the cloud. The dark side shows the negative, but the light side can point to a brighter path. Right? All right, and then we got 10. The Scythe. Alright. 10. Cutting, swift repercussions, accidents, danger, removal. In the tale of the husband who was to mind the house, a husband harangues his wife. He tells her that he can do what she can do, but she can't do his job. So the wife goes out to work the fields, leaving her husband behind to be the housewife. While she accomplishes all her tasks, her husband has a series of accidents and disasters. Mr. Dad's song comes to mind, right? Or Mr. Mom song. Has a series of accidents and disasters that include a cow hanging from a rope. The wife has to act swiftly to correct all these mistakes, but the mishaps that have already occurred can only be remedied. There is no way of rectifying the damage already done. So pay attention to the imminent danger that the Scythe points to. The Scythe is swift and sharp. Don't put yourself in harm's way if you can avoid it. Pay attention to nearby cards to determine how to best deal with misfortunes heading your way. The husband learned his lesson the hard way, and you can alleviate the problem simply by standing alert in what lies in front of the Scythe. Ooh. Alrighty. 3 cards per sign. Alright. Aries, let's get you Oracle card real quick. Ooh, Vision Quest. Vision Quest. I always say this card is about... The Vision Quest itself is where you go out into the desert. You take nothing but just water and basic essentials, and you go out for days on end, right? And yeah, you meditate and have your epiphanies and have your vision quests until you see visions, right? It's also a big saying about what is the bare minimum that you really do need? You know what I'm saying? If everything, all your material possessions, money, and all that was gone, what would it be that you really just genuinely needed, right? Let's get a shadow. Shadow, shadow, shadow. Alone in the world. Feeling isolated and alone. See, though, that's the other thing. Vision quests are done on your own. So if you're feeling alone in the world, it just might be the universe putting you in a position in order to truly know yourself, right? Without the mother clouding your mind, and without worrying about all the accidents and things like that, right? Or feeling like you have to handle and repair that all on your own, right? That's very much what, I mean, one is the woman's mind's confused with the mother, and the other is she's got to fix all the mistakes that the husband made during the day. On top of the fact that she just worked all day herself. You probably feel like you're the only person who knows what's going on. I understand that completely. As an Aries. Alright, 3 cards for my Aries to go with these stories. This is interesting. You get the King of Pentacles reversed, right? Which, the King of Pentacles reversed is a very controlling person, right? This is someone who likes power, likes control, and likes to be super controlling, right? On this side, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this person can be very defensive over their stuff, defensive over themselves, defensive over their money, things of that nature, right? In the middle here, we have the 6 of Pentacles, right? The equal give and take card, right? Doesn't matter what this person's doing, right? Doesn't matter what this person's doing, right? What matters is, what are you doing? Are you genuinely honest with yourself? Are you a genuine, loving, giving person, right? Do you show that love to yourself as well? Because with this card, I also say it's a balance. Who are you giving to? Are you giving to someone who doesn't give back to you, right? That could be this guy, right? Give, 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 and they're not returning that, reciprocating that. This one definitely does not reciprocate that. So maybe you're focusing on giving to the wrong people right now. Maybe you're not getting reciprocation. And if you're not, then you need to stop giving. And definitely do not give until it is detrimental to yourself, okay? All right. Taurus. Let's get you an oracle card. Ooh, we got 2 here. We got the Lotus and the Green Man Synodry. All right? Very much in tune with nature here, right? And the Lotus flower card, I always say is, a lotus cannot bloom in a garden made for a rose. It needs to come through the mud, the muck, the water, all that stuff to bloom into that beautiful flower, right? And you can't rush it. That's the Synodry card, right? Just let things flow. Let go of control. Ooh. Fated to suffer, right? fated to suffer. And I love this card because it's the Snow White card, right? The evil queen is just so jealous of Snow White that she turns herself hideous and tries to poison Snow White and ends up being run off a cliff, right? Right? So who was fated to suffer? Snow White wasn't fated to suffer. Granted, she did do some suffering, but she stayed true to herself, and at the end of the story, she ended up living happily ever after. The queen was fated to suffer because she was trying to make other people suffer because she was suffering with her own insecurities. Evil stepmother card with that confusing mother story too there, huh? All right, there is definitely a lot of stuff that's going to be coming out into the sun right now. There's a lot of stuff still being hidden. There's a lot of that vital energy missing right now, right? That's definitely like that evil queen energy, but it's a lot of internal not coming up to light with things, right? There's definitely some moves that need to be made on the physical here with the Page of Pentacles. Maybe some messages about that coming into play here soon as well. And there's definitely, I'm sorry to say, but a tower coming, right? The foundations are shook. And the reason the foundations are shook and the tower is happening is because there's a lot of things that are getting ready to come out to light. And when this Page of Pentacles starts making moves to bring those things out into the light, it will bring towers for you. All right, this is a little dark today. It's a little dark today. Gemini. Ooh. Love and compassion. Are you staying centered in love and compassion? And I always say with this card as well, do you love and give yourself as much love and compassion as you give everybody else, right? If you are a loving and caring person, I mean, that's the number one mistake a lot of people make. What? You're too loving, too caring, too... And that's how you end up leading into being easily manipulated. The empath is great. Why? Because we can empathize with the monsters, right? Oh, they don't mean it. Oh, that's just the way they are. But you're sitting there and you're getting hurt. And if you're being hurt, then you're not loving yourself. You're allowing people to hurt you. And that's not a very healthy or safe space to be in. Ooh, Knight of Cups reversed. This is someone who is portraying themselves as charming and loving, but they do not deliver loving comments, do they? Right? I got the World card here. You're definitely getting ready to break into a new cycle, but I do feel that you need to cut this mother trucker out and take a leap of faith out on your own there. All right? That's pretty specific. Oh, shadow card. Shadow card. Shadow card. Let's see. What else is the shadow card? Can give us real quick for Gemini. Yep. Call in the storm. Call in the storm. Right? There's no need to hyper explain. Say what you mean what you say. Set a solid, healthy boundaries with this Jackknot here, right? And be prepared to take those leaps, right? Don't be afraid to make that leap. Don't be afraid to flip the Monopoly board over. Don't be afraid to call the storm, right? Because you need to get into a place where you are genuinely loving you and in a place where you can give genuine love, right? All right, Gemini, Cancer. Cancer. Oh. Cancer. Let's get Oracle card. Invocation. Time to invoke your own power through the power of ceremony and ritual. Time to get a healthy schedule. Let's see what the shadow has to say about this. Ooh, 2 shadow cards. Naked before the stars. Today for tomorrow. I like this I like the naked before the stars with this invocation card, right? Kind of getting that whole witches dancing naked under the full moon vibe, right? But there's definitely of bearing down and seeing yourself truly for who you are. That is naked before the stars, right? Because there's a lot here that's saying that already that you're not genuinely taking care of yourself. You're trading today for tomorrow. You're putting off things that you need to do for you today in hopes that you'll be able to do it tomorrow. Now let's see. What do you need to change, cut out, or revise in order to stop doing that? I got a 7 of Pentacles here. And there's definitely, and it's reversed. So you get the 7 of Pentacles, and then on this side you got the 8 of Wands reversed. What? You can't reap, the 7 of Pentacles, I always say you reap what you sow. Good, bad, or otherwise, right? But you can't reap any benefits if you never make any moves. You definitely have an energy of needing to move on from something that you are not moving on from, right? Are you sitting around waiting for something to come in to you? Because if you're not doing anything for you to manifest these things coming in, then they're not going to come in. And also with this message of there's something that you definitely need to move on from, stop waiting for it to come back, okay? Start looking out for the new things. Start taking care of you. Start doing healthy things for yourself and invoking your own power. Do you, boo? Do you? What we got? Leo. Leo. Ooh, music, harmony. My Leos love their stuff, right? A lot of musicians. Definitely. Right, music, harmony. The harmony card is about who all you play well with, right? I always say music is so very important, right? One of the biggest problems that I've had in a couple relationships was when you can't stand the music the person listens to, right? And it's fine if, you know, they want to wear their headphones and listen to things that you don't like. You don't have to like all the same exact things. But if you don't have any common ground when it comes to things like music, TV, things like that, you got nothing in common, what are you doing? Why would you even hang out with them? Right? That's not your soul tribe. Ooh, blinded to the pain. Blinded to the pain. Blinded to the pain is doing things like, you know that, me personally, raunchy rap music triggers you and puts you in a very bad mood, but you're just going to keep blinding yourself to it because you don't want to be without that person. But that person doesn't seem to really care that you don't like any of that. Ooh. Caught me off guard there. Alright, definitely have a 10 of Cups reversed. Now this is the illusion of perfection when it is not perfect. Far from it. You actually feel trapped, right? You feel trapped, you feel tied up, you feel bound, you feel like you can't escape, right? Now, I always say with this card, doesn't necessarily mean you need to take a huge jump, leap of faith, or move, you know what I'm saying, right away. But these ropes are definitely loose enough that she could just wiggle out of that if she wanted to, right? So one of the images I get with this is like when you've been kidnapped. When you've been kidnapped. Or in the movies when someone's been kidnapped and they're managed to break out of their bonds, but they pretend to be tied up for a little bit till they can find a perfect opportunity. Now, opportunities are coming in and they might No, actually, I'm getting a sense that opportunities are being blocked. Because you're living in this illusion of 10 of Cups, nobody thinks that you need any help, and that's kind of how you're stuck. So you may need to start being a little bit more honest about it, being open about your pain instead of hiding your pain, and definitely searching for those who you harmonize with, those who you get along with, and those that you hang out with you feel good, not drained after. Energy goes where your focus flows. Oh my God. All right. Virgo. Woo. Child innocence, right? Child innocence, the wonder and innocence of children, being able to see like the magic and everything. Like, it's like kids being all excited about those sunbeams and being in, you know, the angel footprints. I don't know if that's what you guys call them. That's what we call them around here. We call those angel footprints when you can see the sunbeams coming out of the clouds. Kids find that kind of stuff very magical. Ooh, I got a peaceful among the thorns here as well. Yeah, being in a thorny situation, and then just you're the one that's always remaining calm. You're the one that's just trying to keep the peace. You're the one that's just, but it's not a true peace. You're peaceful among the chaos. You're peaceful among the thorns, right? You're not moving so that you don't get poked by the thorns. Let's see. 2 cards for Virgo. All right. I got the 7 of Swords reversed here, the Tower reversed here, and then an Ace of Pentacles. And I'm just getting a real strong sense that you're going to have somebody shady liar coming back from the past, all right? Or lies you've said coming back from the past, right? It's time to make new moves in new directions. It's time to start making physical moves into a new direction, right? Not worrying about... Some things can't be hidden for long. The sun, the moon, and the truth, right? And I feel like there's going to be some truths coming out for you. As soon as you start making these moves, this is all going to go down, right? But you need to start making these moves. You need to get up out of that thorn patch, right? You need to get out of that thorn patch, and you need to start seeing the wonder in the world again, right? Through the eyes of the innocence of children. Also, a big message that I get from this too is when a child speaks, listen. When a child speaks, listen. Libra. Meadow of vulnerability. That's about opening yourself up to being vulnerable again. Yes, does that mean you can get hurt? It does. But sometimes... What do I get? I get Finding Nemo. What? Well, that's a funny thing to promise. What? Well, if you never let anything happen to them, then nothing will ever happen. Let's see the shadow we got going on. Anger and chains. Feeling bound and chained. Yep. Feeling bound and chained. Let's see what we can do about this. Libra. Nice. All right, Libra, I got some messages coming in here or something coming in from a Knight of Pentacles, right? Knight of Pentacles. This is someone who has a lot of ideas about money, physical things and things of that nature, right? Because it's all about the earth energy, right? I got the 7 of Pentacles here. What? Putting in the work and beginning to reap what you sow. Now, I do see that anything that could be holding you back is going to be, you need to walk away. You need to let go of the past. You need to move on from that, from negative energy of the past. You need to be able to be happy on your own, really, right? Because the 9 of Cups is the wish fulfillment card, right? But the 8 of Cups comes first. You have to be able to walk away from the past, the gossip, the drama, the nonsense, right? You reap what you sow, good, bad, or otherwise. So let those other people reap what they sow, and you keep focusing on what you're bringing in. You keep manifesting your own energy, too. The 9 of Pentacles is also very much manifestation mode, right? Manifestation mode, reaping what you sow. But don't let the past come in and knock you off course. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio. Ooh, spring equinox, rebirth, right? Rebirth into a new energy. Love that. We're moving in towards the spring now, right? Well, kind of. We're just in the middle of winter, but definitely an energy of rebirth going on. The thing about rebirth, though, comes after death. Oh, shadow card. Atonement, like I said, comes after the death, right? The atonement card. This is kind of, for me, I feel like it gives off a very 10 of Swords energy, which I can call the drama queen card. But in this sense, in the atonement senses, what? Karma comes back around. What you have done in the past will come back around. We all have things that we weren't proud of, things that have happened, things of that nature, yes, and they will come back, and they will feel like swords in the back. But see how she's standing facing the sun, arms up, and she's accepting her atonement, right? Pay, if you did it, you did it. Pay your karmic debts. Pay your debts. That's it. Also get a message of, if you keep getting stabbed in the back, then you need to find out what you're doing, that you keep attracting these people that keep stabbing you in the back, right? All right, it's time to be reborn into a new energy. Don't be so... Also, you don't have to pay other people's karma just because... Yeah... Yep. See, I feel like you're not very strong right now. I feel like there's definitely some secrets that are still mulling around. You could even be holding people's secrets at this point, right? And it's time to start casting fair judgment on things, right? It's time to start casting fair judgments. Fair judgments are also coming. Also, with this card, I always give the message of, be sure you're giving praise to those who deserve praise, right? Don't forget to give praise to those who deserve praise, and stop hyping up and giving praise to those who do not deserve it, right? Use your fair discernment and judgment as well. All right. Sagittarius. Ooh, Sagittarius, atonement popped out again. Same message for you, right? Same message for you. 10 of Swords. You could be dramatic about it, or you can just pay your atonements. You've done what you've done in the past, and it will come back on you, right? The stories will come out, the things like that. If people have stabbed you in the back, accept that you let them. Kind of like the King of Cups accepts that, you know, if he hands his cup over, somebody might spit in it, right? Accept that. Ooh, I definitely now, okay, here too. Sometimes when we're doing these atonements and you're wondering why you were fated so much to suffer, you weren't really fated to suffer. You were clearing. You came here to clear genetic karmic DNA karma. right? That's 2 karma cards for you, right? Karma cards from the past and paying for, yeah. The DNA karma is definitely, yeah, it's the carrying the karma from your genetic line, your ancestors' karma. You came here to clear it. But with that atonement card, I feel like it's been cleared. Like she's got all those swords in her back, but now she's standing up, she's facing into the sun and finding her own strength again. Definitely see justice coming. I see justice coming. I do see that if you're looking, there's something about the Six of Swords is about releasing the past. Justice is coming, but you're refusing to. You're holding on to negative old past timelines, right? You got to be mindful of that because you also got the Star card here, right? The Star card is all about navigating the future. Now, if you're trying to navigate the future by trying to avoid past situations, you are actually secretly, inadvertently casting those timelines again forward, right? That's how you keep getting stabbed in the back. What? You keep running from... Yeah, you keep running from the positive timelines. It's time to start reevaluating how you're navigating your timelines. And just be mindful, this one is feeding the water of intuition and listening to your intuition and also nurturing the ground to which you stand on, right? But you get that justice card there in the front. So whatever's coming, justice is definitely coming. And I feel like justice is also coming to alleviate some of the things that might have happened in these past timelines. And that atonement will be paid because you have paid your karmic debts. All right. Capricorn. Capricorn. Ooh, childhood innocence and lightning power, right? Right? I get this whole thing of like, remember how hopeful you were as a child, right? That's where the power is, right? That's where the power is, that just sheer faith and belief that children have is a power that you can harness and manifest. Revenge. Ooh. Revenge. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Revenge is trying to get back at people, right? That's anger. That's hate. That's like drinking poison, hoping the other person's going to get sick. It's not worth the karma. Let's see, though. That might not be you either. That could be somebody's being vindictive to you and you don't even realize that it's vengeance. It's revenge. They want revenge on you. And there's no justifying some people. Some people will hold grudges for 30 years and then suddenly pop up out of nowhere just to do something because they felt from your childhood. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Just be mindful of that. It's coming through. Or if that's you, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah. Got the Queen of Cups reversed here, right? If you've got someone in your energy that's giving you those negative... See, this is... The Queen of Cups is... portrays like she's doing things lovingly, but she's not. You need to focus on you and yourself, your Nine of Pentacles, right? Where your energy goes, where your attention is, right? So if you're focused on this person, this I'm getting a sense of this vengeful person. That's where all your energy is going to go. Focus on you, focus on your energy, focus on your manifesting energy and what you're bringing in for yourself in your life, right? Justice is coming for everybody else, right? Justice is coming. It will balance itself back out. Alrighty. And don't forget to look at things with the innocence of a child sometimes, right? Don't be afraid to go out there and see the wonder and beauty of the world and believe in magic again. And believe that you are powerful enough to manifest your own timelines, regardless of what any negative bitch has to say about it. Aquarius. Ebb and flow. Ebb and flow, right? You cannot force certain things. Bad things will happen. Good things will happen. I also get a big message here of proper meditation with this card every time I get it. And it's just, when you're meditating, you're not, a lot of people do it wrong. A lot of people meditate on an issue. You're not supposed to meditate on an issue. Meditation's supposed to be clearing your mind. And by clearing your mind, you cannot force thoughts out. And you can't, block them out. True meditation, while you're breathing, while you're doing all that, it's allowing a thought to come in. And then you don't grab it. Don't hold on it. Where did that thought come? Don't do that. No. It's allowing a thought to come in. And then just, nope, let it go. Let it go. Don't focus on it, right? I also say that when I'm meditating and you're breathing, is you can sit there and you don't have to be at the beach and just envision the waves coming in, the waves washing out, right? I got forgetting oneself, right? Forgetting oneself. Forgetting who you are, trying to be something you are not, numbing yourself to the fact that you're not who you truly are, right? Be mindful that you're not losing yourself. That ebb and flow meditation card is calling for a lot of grounding for you back into who you truly are. Alright, we got the King of Wands reversed. This is a person who can be very fiery and passionate. It's a toxic energy, though. This is a toxic masculine energy here, right? This is somebody who's focused on their rod mainly, and that's how they can. And it's Ace of Swords, right? It's a time to cut this person out, right? The Scythe card here. I feel like this person is probably a major manipulator, right? This is also a type of player-esque type of energy, right? There's definitely a call to move on from it, all right? Whoever this is in your life is what you need to move on from. And if it's you, then you need to be honest with yourself with that ebb and flow and move on from it as well, right? That's not a nice energy to be in. That is not you. You're forgetting yourself. You forget yourself, sir. Mainly because the masculine card. All right. Pisces. Pisces, dance. When was the last time you danced? Once upon a time, a woman went to a healer to ask her why she was so sad and depressed, and the healer asked him, when did you stop dancing? Oh, shadow card. Let's see. Why did you stop dancing, Pisces? Because you're forgetting yourself. Forgetting yourself and numbing yourself. You can't numb it away. Sometimes you just gotta dance. No, fine. I feel like you're forgetting yourself. I feel like you need to reground. I feel like you definitely need to have some fun. Domestic goddess energy You need to be able to put on the music and be able to jam out while you're doing whatever it is that you have to do, those gnarly chores, right? I feel like you might be wallowing a bit in too much of that's not your general energy, and the reason that you're not dancing is because that card also comes with numbing yourself with something. All right, I don't know if 22 is a big number for you, but you got 2 2s here. You got 2 of rods, which is focusing your passions and energies and trying to make plans for the future, right? A juggling card here, juggling your pentacles, your personal affairs, things of that nature, right? I do have the reversed Fool here. So both these cards are, this is a waiting card, right? This is a rejuggle your finances, rejuggle your stuff, rejuggle your space, things of that nature. And you might want to hold off on making any big leaps until you figure out the manipulation energy here and who's taking advantage here, right? Until you can balance out those energies, it might not be quite time to make any big leaps. You still need to ground back down, figure out when you stop dancing, right? When you stop that, and figure it out when you start numbing and forgetting yourself before you make any big leaps of faith. You cannot take a leap of faith or make any big leaps if you don't even know who you are, right? Why do I get Alice in Wonderland? Which path should I choose? Where are you going? Well, I don't know. Well, then it doesn't matter what path you choose. You don't know where you're going. All right, let's get a collective. Iceberg submerged. What? Only 10% of the iceberg is above water. The other 90% is beneath the surface. So there's just not a lot being shown right now. There's a lot that a lot of people don't know, don't realize. Don't understand. Peaceful among the thorns. Yes, yes, yes. What? You look calm, cool, collected. What? You don't know 99% of the shit going on though, right? Or they don't. They don't know about the manipulation people. They don't know about the people saying, oh, I can do what you do. Your job's so easy. I can do that. Three of Rods. Waiting for ships to come in. All right. All right. Definitely a huge message. Peaceful among the thorns. People are not seeing 90% of what it is that you're carrying and what you're having to deal with. You're optimistically looking towards the future for ships to come in, but they're not going to come in right now because your energy's all messed up. Why? Because you've got 99% of it bottled up. You're not genuinely at peace. You are just portraying that you are at peace, right? Excuse me, sorry. You are ready to start a new cycle, right? You are definitely ready and deserving of starting a new cycle, and you deserve way more than sitting around in a pile of thorns, not moving, not making any sounds. This is a walking on eggshells, right? And if you're walking on eggshells, you are not with your soul tribe. You are in a toxic connection, stuck in a toxic. And now this is a soul contract, but it is toxic as shit, right? It is not picture perfect. It is not anywhere what you're portraying that 10% on the top to be, right? And you know this, and you know this. And I also feel like this connection and this person who's trying to portray themselves as perfect brings out either this energy in you or they treat you this way, right? They bring out this toxic King of Swords energy, this toxic mouth, this toxic, though logical, I mean, he's very logical, he's very, very smart, and it comes along, I don't know if I gave the message of what, hyper-explaining, and people being able to go, oh, you're so negative for noticing my negativity. La, da, da, you're horrible, you're focusing on it. You're so perfect, you won't forgive. And you're just like, ah, shit, here we go again. But I'm going to go meditate. I'm going to go find a way to bottle up 90% of that so that, people only see that top 10%. And that's not going to work anymore. It's time to cut out the bullshits and the manipulators, right? It's time to cut it out. Break that cycle, right? Get the King of Cups as your final energy, right? And the King of Cups is all about being in solid control of your own emotions and stop allowing people to manipulate you. And I know that is my biggest thing. I suffer from a lot of PTSD in that area where I end up hyper explaining because I feel the need. I feel like nobody genuinely understands me and I need to hyper explain. And then as soon as you start hyper explaining, they will pick apart your explanation. They will pick apart every word you say, distort it, twist it, and fuck it up because they are not perfect. They portray to everybody else in the world that they're perfect, but they're a toxic fucking soul connection contract that needs to be ended. And the only way to end it is to stop hyper explaining yourself, gain control of your emotions, and stop allowing them to knock your cup out of your hand. Wow, that was some crazy, powerful messages. All right, I'm going to do one more thing. This is just we'll do a couple of deck of many things here. Just a final message from the 5D, from someone out of contact. Something on the 5D. They could be out of contact because they've passed on. They could be out of contact just because you don't talk to them anymore. But let's just see what the 5D has got to say. All right, one, it says don't get distracted, right? Don't allow temptation, don't allow bullshit. There's a lot of messages about toxic relationships going on right now. A lot of things that are based solely on looks, solely on sex, solely on just base gnarly needs, right? And then this is, oh no, you pooped your shoe, right? And this is kind of like you weren't watching where you were stepping and you stepped in poop. Pretty much is what it is. Oh no, you pooped your shoe. And that's also along the lines of like scrolling through Facebook or whatever, Instagram or whatever the hell that you're on, right? And seeing something that you don't like and then you choosing to engage in it, even though you know you don't like it and you know it's toxic, right? Being manipulated into it, right? Being manipulated into toxic energy is poop in your shoe, right? Oh no, you stepped in poo, right? And I said, and just stay focused. Just stay focused, right? Don't allow temptations to lead you to poop in your shoe too, right? Or using that to manipulate you either, okay? It's time to cut out those type of manipulations, and it's definitely time to be mindful, right? Listen to your intuition. And when someone gives you a warning about a person, you might want to heed a little bit of that warning, all right? I love y'all. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I will be back just as soon as I can, I promise.